Let's talk camouflage. This is Ben with Robinson Reconnaissance, and today we're going to be going over my top 10 favorite camouflage patterns right now.
The use of camouflage dates back to prehistoric times when early humans used natural materials such as leaves and branches to hide themselves from predators and prey. The use of camouflage continued throughout history as a way to blend in with the environment during warfare. During World War I, the use of camouflage became more widespread as armies began to realize the importance of concealing troops and equipment from the enemy. Initially, soldiers used natural materials such as branches and leaves to cover themselves, but as the war progressed, more advanced forms of camouflage were developed. Today, modern camouflage is used not only by military forces, but also by hunters, wildlife photographers, and even fashion designers. Modern camouflage patterns are designed to blend in with a wide range of environments and seasons, including forests, deserts, and urban environments.
Starting off at number 10 on my list, we have Sitka gear, GORE OPTIFADE, and SUBALPINE.
GORE OPTIFADE concealment is the first hunter concealment approach to consider animal vision as the ultimate effectiveness test. This concealment pattern applies revolutionary new findings in animal vision science, camouflage science, and advanced computer technology. In contrast with mimicry camouflage, which attempts to make the hunter match his environment, the premise of GORE OPTIFADE concealment is to prevent the animal from recognizing the hunter as the predator. GORE OPTIFADE concealment subalpine is designed for stalking and ambushing ungulates, which are hoofed animals, from ground level in tree-covered and vegetated terrain. Sitka gear was born in 2005, founded by Jonathan Hart on a very simple premise that hunters were way behind the curve, realizing the advantages of apparel technologies that could keep them dry, warm, and comfortable. In 2009, W.L. Gore & Associates Inc., an American multinational company best known as the developer of waterproof, breathable Gore-Tex fabrics, purchased Sitka gear. Sitka gear is built on a commitment to enhance the full life experience of the hunter. Sitka gear is proudly headquartered in Bozeman, Montana. The items I have here are the Core Lightweight Hoodie and the Apex Hoodie in OPTIFADE Subalpine.
Also tied for number 10 on my list, I have the Sitka gear in Waterfowl Marsh.
GORE OPTIFADE Concealment Waterfowl Marsh is designed for layout and blind hunting in the marsh, standing crops, and cut stubble fields. While most patterns are designed as though the bird is on the ground looking at the hunter, the marsh pattern utilizes a swirling effect to exploit the vision of birds in constant motion above the hunter. The optimal engagement distance for this pattern is between 35 yards at 45-degree and steeper angles. This outer layer that I'm wearing here is the Grinder Half Zip in Waterfowl Marsh. Sitka gear has some classic patterns, and these are just a few of my favorites.
Next up on my list at number 9, I have the Qilo Tactical Desert Tigerstripe Camo.
Originally known as 1000 Miles, which was a headwear company, today Qilo is a brand that offers unique, innovative, and well-made products. Qilo NYC now has a Qilo tactical division that marries the tactical lifestyle and tactical fashion with high-functioning tactical gear in the field that is ultra-durable and fully functional. Qilo Tactical focuses on performance, durability, and getting the job done, whatever that job may be.
Also at number 9, I have the Qilo Tactical Tigerstripe.
The Qilo Desert Tigerstripe Sherp and Tigerstripe Sherp are inspired by Vietnam Tigerstripe camouflage and classic retro Patagonia Sherpa jackets. The Qilo Gen 2 Sherp jacket features a fleece shell, wind-resistant bonded mesh lining, and gunmetal YKK zippers. The camo pattern is woven into the fabric with multicolored threads and therefore resistant to fading. I love these Qilo patterns as they are unique, different from anything else I've seen on the market now, and they're ultra warm.
At number 8 on my list, I have the Eberlestock Doppelganger Mountain Camo.
Eberlestock Doppelganger Mountain was engineered to provide excellent cover to chase elk and other big game in the dark timber of the west or the shady woods of the east. Mountain has quickly become Eberlestock's most popular camouflage due to its classic tones of green, making it extremely versatile in any high-veg terrain. Intended uses for this pattern includes basins, thick timber, rock scree, swamps, and agriculture land. Eberlestock was founded by Glenn Eberle in Boise, Idaho, and has original roots in the radical design of Olympic-class biathlon racing rifles. Eberlestock makes the highest quality outdoor performance gear for the hunter, the tactical operator, and the shooting sports, or the hardcore adventure outdoorsman. Eberlestock is a company that prides itself in making gear that you can really use in the harshest outdoor conditions. They field test all of their gear in the harshest conditions, and they are a true leader in the outdoor gear space. The Doppelganger line of camouflage utilizes dual image technology by layering an abstract veil over a defined pattern. The consistent contour of leaves and brush is mimicked by the pattern, while the veil provides a second layer. Doing so forces the eye to focus on a single dimension, while the other fades out of focus, introducing excellent contrast and depth. I am wearing the Pioneer half-zip hoodie here in mountain camo, and the Bennett vest here in both mountain and sky camo. Eberlestock Doppelganger Sky Camo is widely considered Eberlestock's most versatile pattern and a favorite for white-tailed deer hunters. The light brown, yellow, and earth-colored Pantones blend in with almost every environment. Intended uses include prairie hardwoods, tree stand hunting, dry desert, rocks, and arid landscapes. Sky provides the highest level of contrast to conceal you against the skyline, whether on the arid ridgelines of the west or in a tree stand out east.
At number 7 on my list, I have the SKYE Summit pattern.
SKYE Summit is a technologically advanced concealment pattern that can operate smoothly in a variety of environments and biomes. I am wearing the Khabib 300 merino wool hoodie here in SKYE Summit. SKYE was founded by Mike Nielsen and Travis Roundy, who loved to hunt. Their passion for the sport was instilled in them at an early age. SKYE is headquartered out of Hurricane, Utah, which is just southwest of Zion National Park. Fit, durability, packability, and breathability all play key roles in the designing and manufacturing of SKYE. All of the company's products are made from the best materials available, including 100% merino wool from New Zealand. One of the major things that sets SKYE apart from other hunting apparel companies is its unique camouflage design. And here are a few crew tops from the same pattern. SKYE cannot be found in any outdoor retail stores, as the company's business model is a marriage between the highest quality product and the best reasonable price. Buying directly from the source cuts out the middleman and limits retail markups. I like SKYE patterns because of their variety of different colors and patterns mixed together.
Coming in at number 6 on my list, I have the Origin USA Raptor Camo in Highland Camo.
At number 6 on my list, I have the Origin USA Raptor Highland Camo. Origin USA exhausts all avenues to ensure all of their materials, fibers, and components are sourced right here in America. Here I am wearing the 100 Qilo hoodie in both Highland and Woodland Camo. The Qilo represents a commitment and investment in rebuilding America's supply chains. The more cotton we can keep on USA soil, the less gets exported to China and elsewhere. This is an item built to believe in the American dream. The 100 Qilo is pre-shrunk with an out-of-the-box fit and based off American standard sizing.
This is Highland Camo in Jack Carr edition.
I also have the Nano Wool Ninja hoodie and the Tetralock Light Crew long sleeve.
Also tied for number 6 is the Origin USA Woodland Camo. This is also in Raptor.
If a component is made on American soil, Origin USA uses it. They hand make all of their stuff with workers right here in the USA.
The Origin USA Woodland just has more green. It's green and blacks instead of tans and more yellows. Definitely more of a forest camo. This is the Origin USA Ninja hoodie. This is in the Woodland Camo as well. This is more green and black. Here's the hood.
The biggest reason that I love Origin is their stuff is 100% USA made, which is so rare to find these days. Origin USA is a company based in Farmington, Maine, which produces lifestyle apparel, nutrition supplements, and fitness equipment, as well as being one of the only manufacturers of jiu-jitsu gis in the United States. It's manufactured in North Carolina at Origin's newly acquired knitwear factory. This Origin stuff truly stands alone in a category of its own and is so impressive. Origin also has the backing of some heavy hitters including Pete Roberts, former Navy SEAL Jocko Willink, endurance bow hunting athlete Cameron Haynes, and former Under Armour co-founder Kip Fulks.
We're now halfway through my list, and at number 5 I have the Under Armour Ridge Reaper Barren Camo and Ridge Reaper Forest Camo.
Under Armour expanded into hunting around the time it went public in 2006. The elevated Ridge Reaper Barren and Forest series camouflage patterns take a break from most camouflage designs by replacing background mimicry with a proprietary coincidental disruption technology that uses irregular shapes and angles to confuse an animal's ability to perceive patterns. The new elevated Ridge Reaper Barren series pattern was developed by Under Armour pro shooters during their filming of the Ridge Reaper television show on Western Hunts.
Ridge Reaper Barren is a little more tan and darker, and Ridge Reaper Forest has a wider array of greens mixed in.
Utilizing no background pattern technology, this exclusive pattern weakens an animal's natural ability to perceive complete forms, providing the crucial upper hand in a hunter's conquest for the most dangerous game.
Here's the Under Armour Ridge Reaper and Forest Camo. It's a little more green. There's some greens and blacks and tans.
The Under Armour Ridge Reaper Barren pattern is a disruptive pattern that looks like nothing and blends into everything. It allows you to remain concealed in so many different environments. It seems to self-adapt to whatever is around you to remain unseen.
At number 4 on my list is MULTICAM. MULTICAM Regular, MULTICAM Tropic, and MULTICAM Black.
MULTICAM is a 7-color, multi-environment camouflage pattern developed by SKYE Precision in conjunction with the United States Army Soldier Systems Center. Here I am wearing the Vertex Recon base jacket in traditional MULTICAM pattern. First unveiled and designed in 2002, MULTICAM was designed for the use of the U.S. Army in varied environments, seasons, elevations, and light conditions. This pattern was included in the U.S. Army's move to replace the 3-color desert and woodland patterns, but in 2004 lost to the Universal Camouflage Pattern, or UCP, that came to be used in the Army combat uniform.
This is MULTICAM Tropic. It's not as tan or yellow, it's more green, dark green, forest green.
Here I am wearing the Audi Gear LV insulated jacket in MULTICAM Tropic. MULTICAM was officially recommissioned by the U.S. Army in 2010, replacing UCP for units deploying to fight in the war in Afghanistan under the designation Operation Enduring Freedom Camouflage Pattern, or OEF-CP. MULTICAM had already been used by some American Special Operations units and civilian law enforcement agencies. The U.S. Army discontinued the use of UCP in October 2019.
And here's MULTICAM Black. MULTICAM Black is a little more urban, is used for SWAT teams primarily, and elite special operations.
In my opinion, you simply can't go wrong with MULTICAM everything. I am definitely addicted to MULTICAM.
Coming in at number 3 on my list is the Kryptek Obskura Transitional Camo.
At number 3 on my list, I have the Kryptek Obskura Transitional and Altitude patterns.
This is the Altitude pattern right here.
Here I am wearing the Sonora hooded shirt. When Butch Whiting and Josh Cleghorn were serving in Iraq, they came up with an idea that would eventually turn into a global enterprise. Kryptek is an Eagle, Idaho-based camouflage company that was born in the depths of war, as the two veterans believed they could come up with a better, more functional camo pattern.
This Kryptek reminds me a little bit of reptile scales, or any sort of like snake or crocodile. It's got very similar pattern to it. And then this here is more of the, this is the Obskura Transitional by Kryptek. It's got a little more tan in it.
Kryptek got their big break when they beat out multi-billion-dollar companies to get a Department of Defense contract. The Department of Defense spent upwards of $10 million testing their Kryptek camouflage. Kryptek is a technical hunting clothing line built on tactical military apparel attributes. After years of combat in ultra-extreme conditions and environments, the guys at Kryptek saw a need in the hunting apparel industry. It was lacking a technical clothing line that was functional, durable, reliable, and didn't break the bank. These Kryptek patterns stand out to me due to their unique patterns with scales and different shape combinations. Their variety of green colors are what drew me in. Kryptek is definitely one of my favorite patterns right now.
Coming in at number 2 on my list is Kuiu Valo.
Kuiu is an American hunting gear and apparel brand using direct-to-consumer method. It was founded by Jason Hairston in 2011, one of the same founders as Sitka Gear. In 2017, San Francisco-based Main Post Partners invested $50 million in the company. Kuiu and Sitka Gear seem like they always go head-to-head, and some people either like one or the other or have one preference over the other. I think it's just funny to note that they were both started by one of the same founders. Here I am wearing the Gila LS hoodie and the Air Mesh Flex Fit hat in the Kuiu Valo pattern. I also have a variety of their merino wool zip-ups in the same Kuiu pattern. Kuiu Valo is a versatile, low-contrast pattern comprised of lighter earth tones. It works effectively across a wide range of vegetation and terrains, with complex colors including desert tan, prairie grass yellow, stone gray, coyote brown, olive drab, and minimal black. Valo takes on the appearance of its surroundings. It helps you blend into dormant vegetation including deciduous hardwoods, underbrush, grass, tundra, and sage. A pattern that is uniquely Kuiu, it features micro details inside of a larger macro pattern for concealment at close and long-range distances. I am obsessed with Kuiu's patterns, but mostly the Valo, Verde, and Vias patterns. Kuiu Valo has a chocolate chip camo vibe mixed in with some hints of multicam arid. It seems that I wear Kuiu even when I'm not in the outdoors. I found Kuiu's materials to be super soft and breathable, but the patterns also pop. The Valo pattern has a perfect combination of tan colors and shapes that differentiate it from other patterns in my opinion.
And last but not least, at number 1 on my list, I have Relv Camo's Moab pattern.
My top choice is Relv Camo Moab as seen here. I am wearing the super soft Moab hoodie with a brushed fleece fabric inside. The double-lined hood has the pattern design on both sides. I also dig the Marauder pattern, which has a more urban, dark black look that is technologically advanced. The Marauder pattern somewhat reminds me of MULTICAM Black, but in a more modern, distinct pattern. Relv Camo is my top choice because they have the most game-changing patterns on the market right now to blend into a wide variety of environments.
Both the Moab and the Marauder pattern from Relv Camo, they both remind me of the movie The Predator. You know, when he has the heat-sensing vision?
And for some reason is reminiscent of the Predator's heat-sensing night vision from the 1987 movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Predator.
Definitely obsessed with this Moab pattern right now.
It's just badass camo that is now being applied to all kinds of new, never-before-seen applications. Relv Camo has also partnered to make some of my favorite camo boots in the Altama Maritime Assault Mids. These Moab and Marauder high tops are like Converse sneakers on tactical, weaponized crack. They are made for all tactical water operations with front non-metallic drain ports that allow for water to drain easily when flexing the boot. I could see Navy SEALs wearing these maritime boots, and they also make a major fashion statement when combined with Relv's pattern. Moab is Relv's tribute to the Utah Desert Playground. The Moab pattern has a mix of greens and tans that also reminds me of topographic mapping patterns. Relv LLC was founded on August 1st, 2017. Relv is owned by Kurt Little, a professional designer and creative director with over 24 years of experience. Kurt's portfolio includes work for the United States Army, the United States Navy, SpaceX, Toyota, Disney, Microsoft, Hasbro, Bell Textron, Electronic Arts, and many more. Relv Camo truly designs weaponized camouflage solutions.
This is some more Moab camo here. This is a hammock gear top quilt in Moab Relv Camo. And I love this pattern. This one in particular, it's got orange on the inside. But as you can see, that Moab really pops.
This Relv Moab burrow top quilt from Hammock Gear is one of my favorite camping items. It's incredibly warm with down fill, and the Relv outer shell allows me to blend into my environment. This top quilt allows me to camp in comfort with my hammock and tarp combination. The word Relv comes from the Estonian language meaning weapon. Their tagline is weaponized camouflage, and their logo is the Relv blade. Relv patterns present an aesthetic that transcends the camouflage patterns currently found in the outdoor, fashion, hunting, and tactical markets. Relv Camo utilizes proven graphic design principles and creative muscle. Relv strives for unique style and effective concealment solutions for the field.
And here's the Relv Camo. This is the Marauder pattern. It's a dark pattern, pretty much black and greens.
In my opinion, Relv stuff has a modern, elite special operations look that is unlike anything I've ever seen. I could definitely see this stuff being applied to different branches of military application. Funny enough, Relv's first official client and project was for SKYE gear and the creation of the SKRE Summit pattern that I showed you earlier. SKRE Summit was the first Relv Camo design pattern to hit the market, and it's the pattern that started it all for Relv Camo.
Can't decide what I like better, the Marauder Camo in Relv or the Relv Moab Camo. The Moab Camo is more of a desert camo. It's got greens and tans, and the Marauder by Relv is a little more black and green. This is a little bit similar to MULTICAM Black in my opinion, but this is a little more modern, a little more urban, while this is a little more desert. Either way, Relv Camo is my #1 choice right now for my favorite camouflage pattern. And the best camo ever, Coyote Brown.
Thank you for watching my content here and for subscribing to @RobinsonReconnaissance on YouTube. I am curious what your favorite camouflage patterns are right now, and if you think I missed any patterns that deserve mentioning. Please feel free to chime in with your favorite camo patterns in the comment section below.
This has been another episode of Robinson Reconnaissance featuring my favorite top 10 camouflage patterns right now. Until next time, I'll continue broadcasting from way out here at the off-grid property. Peace out.